Hey Libra, what's up, what's good, what's happening? Welcome in, welcome back. This is going to be a general message, so take what fits, leave what doesn't. If none of this hits home, just try a different message or a different reader and see if that does. First thing I'm getting is that song, and it's just the one part of the song where it's a very popular one too. How does it go? I was there for you on your darkest night, but I wonder, where were you when I was on my knees? Essentially, you were really, really there for somebody when they needed someone the most. And when you expected this person to be there for you, they weren't. Plain and simple, they're not a light worker. And you are. So light workers can come in and help anybody. People that have developed their frontal lobe, people that have empathy, they just have the ability to hold compassion, hold space for others. Those that haven't developed the frontal lobe, that haven't allowed themselves to be open to having space like that for others, they just can't be there for you, right? So especially if you're a light worker, right? Which essentially is all that is just being able to hold space for other people. Put yourself in someone else's shoes and actually envision what that would be like for you, right? So only light workers can come in and help other light workers. Light workers can help anybody, right? The people that aren't there, the people that are there. But only a light worker can help another light worker when they're really in that darkest moment. So we're gonna get in the cards. I'm gonna pull from the, what is this? The Naked Heart Tarot. But there's almost like this, I feel like some people just aren't ready to hear this. They don't want to hear this because it's kind of like sad and stuff, I guess. It's not exactly what you would have wanted, but that's why this is Truth Be Told. We just spit the facts here. And I'm not trying to judge anyone or the situation or how you're handling it. I'm simply here to try to help you, okay? Help you to understand, help you to cope, just to help, okay? If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe, block me, just switch off, whatever. It's fine. I get it. I get it. It's not all rainbows and fucking sunshine, but it's a lot easier to deal with something when you know what's really happening, especially on a spiritual level, because isn't that why we're here? I feel like for some of you, the person that wasn't there for you should have been for you. They had responsibilities tied up in this situation. There will be some kind of karma for that. I don't think it's necessarily yours to dish out though, because you did what you were supposed to do on your path. They did not do what they were supposed to do crossing yours, or they did do what they could to the extent of this is all they're capable of doing, and you expected more, and it's like the divine wants you to know why. So I'm getting kind of like two different scenarios here. I feel like I have been pulling on the people that have been doing Libra dirty and getting their justice for that. Well, really, it's karma. But anyways, I don't feel like we've necessarily touched on other situations where, you know how, and I'm going to really trigger some people here, and that's so not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to help you. But do you know how sometimes people expect us to be this way, and when we're not, they get really upset about it? I'm just really wanting everybody to take a step back and make sure that we're not falling into that trap, okay? Let's get into the cards and see what they say. I know a lot of people aren't ready to hear it. Yeah, because it's the darkness below, right? It's your own shadow that we're working on here. You may have recently said that it's a pet peeve of yours when people always ask you to show up and you do, but then they don't show up for you. Sometimes it's important to understand that people have their own little different categories, things that they can do for others and things that they want to, but they just haven't made it over that pillar yet. Essentially, they're not experienced enough. Bringing light, that higher self, in to address this shadow energy here. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you could have recently said that it's a pet peeve of yours. But again, it's like everybody has their own way that they love others. Everybody has their own unique, that's what I want to call it, a love signature. A love signature. I will hold space for someone. I will make time for people. What else is there? I like to feed people. I like to do activities with people, board games, puzzles, anything like that. There's so many different ways that I like to gift. I like to gift the people I love, to show them my love. Like, there's so many different ways that a person can show that love, show empathy, show compassion, show that they care to someone. And I feel like maybe you thought this was the way they do that, but really it's a different way. Anyways. Or again, somebody could have just not showed up for you. This is a hard one, so bear with me. I'll try to make it quick though. Two of Pentacles. What's the incoming? I didn't see it. What's the incoming for Libra? Five of Pentacles. That Two of Pentacles. Yeah, the cards are going everywhere now. It's really giving, I was there for you, but I wonder, where were you? Or where are you? For some of you, this is an ongoing thing, and that's why the incoming. For others of you, this is old stuff coming up, such as you have a tendency of doing something, you make a comment, it really bothers me when people do this, and then someone's like, you realize you do that? And you're like, no, the fuck I don't. And then you realize you do. Okay, so you're like, I'm gonna go ahead and pump the brakes on that. We're gonna go ahead and just put an end to that. So this is something, honestly, it's gonna be a little something that you have to work on. It's not anything to be embarrassed over, but you are embarrassed because you just said it bothers you when people do that, only for it to be pointed out that you do it. So that's a little bit embarrassing, but like, you genuinely didn't know you were doing this. That was your higher self bringing your shadow to the light, something that you want to work on. Essentially what's happening here is your shadow wants to beef up, okay? And in order for that to happen, sometimes we have to address things that we don't even realize going on within us. And you are healing that though in the foundation, Four Swords. This could also be that somebody's been sleeping on you. You know, I'm almost getting like this idea of like co-parenting. Maybe somebody, oh shit, sorry, I'm shaking. Maybe somebody is supposed to be raising a child with you and they're absent or something, not showing up. This could even be like friends. You were there for friends. Y'all consider each other family. It's another really strong one that I'm getting here. And I feel like you just weren't invited, or you have been getting blown off by these people or something to that effect. And it hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts. Essentially, this is a harsh lesson. It's not even really a lesson. It's just this is the moment when you realize who people really are versus who you thought they were, right? The idea of who they are to you turns out is not the same in reality. Recent past. We have Seven of Pentacles, Mom. Queen of Pentacles, that's mommy energy, and the Sun. Well, that, I mean, obviously, this could be a mother and a child. This could totally be mom and a child. Either way, though, I feel like, where's the rest of the family tree, though? You know what I mean? Like, there's supposed to be, because if you look at the family tree, there's a bunch of people here. So why am I only seeing two characters come out? Are they the only ones present? Like, what's going on here? Seven of Wands. This is actually a form of protection, again, because the goodness that you think these people have, they're not there. It might be a yet thing. It might be they've been going through some stuff and they just don't have the capacity, the room and space for people right now because they need to hold it for themselves, and that's okay. That's okay. But it could also be a defense thing. Oh, no. Like 1 or 2 cards. This is a hard message as is. We're trying to be easy and just get through it real quick. The 9 of Wands, yeah. The difficulty. So this is essentially Chiron. The wounded soldier is the 9 of Wands. In most other decks, it depicts somebody that can barely even stand up. They are worn out. They are tired. They need a break, okay? A vacation, and a tall one or a long one, whatever. Either way, though, this feels more like you're just hanging out. It's another Tuesday, whatever. Well, it's actually Monday, but you get what I'm saying. Like, this is normal for you. I don't like that. Because that makes me feel like you have a lot of instability, like too much. And it's not you. It's not you. It's this energy that's trying to suffocate you. See, that's why the 7 of Wands is here. You're being protected from something. Like, I know it's hard doing this on your own, but I feel like, or going through this on your own, because for some of you, there's a lot of stuff, and you need someone there for you. Here's the thing, though. You going through this on your own is less harmful, less hurtful to you than if somebody were to show up and just completely let you down, because now you've got another thing that's on your plate, another thing hurting you, bothering you in a moment where you need solutions, not more issues, not more stuff coming up, okay? Damn, tell us how it is then. For others of you, you might feel like you hung yourself out to dry, kind of shattering your own, interesting, sense of self. Just because you do something that bothers you, it's your shadow's trying to beef up. That's all it is. Your shadow's like, hey, since you want me to be big and tough and not put up with these things over here, how about we work on this so that we can be big and tough and, we're more in control. We're more on the same page. This is not a fault. This is simply just room for growth, okay? Stop beating yourself up. Oh my gosh. You slow down, honey. Slow down, because with an attitude like that towards self, who the fuck needs enemies? I don't know who I'm talking to here, but you need to be so much nicer to yourself. You need to give yourself hella more credit than what you are. You are your own worst enemy right now. That might be what this is right here. Stop. Show yourself some of that love, some of that compassion. Hold some space for yourself. See, that's what happens when you don't. I'm seeing all versions of this process playing out. The Chariot is in the near future, though, so this is guaranteed you're going to be moving forward. I almost want to say Stalker card, because Chariot's been coming out a lot in the readings. Almost every reading I've done, Chariot's somewhere in there. Even the personals. Even my own. Oh, yes. Wow. Ah, looky there. So distinguished. What is the blockages, fears, worries, concerns? I don't know. I kind of feel like we'll see what comes out. But I feel like it's residual energy that you're holding on to. Oh my gosh. I can't make it up. It's just residual shit sticking around you. It'll eventually fade. The breeze will come by. Rain will start to fall. Whatever it is. Like, this won't stay where it is. This will eventually break up and move away all on its own. Okay? You can move away if you want, but I'm also getting that the illusions, right? Because 7 of Cups can be about illusions or confusion. Things not quite seeming right. Feeling a little bit, you did not just fucking land on me. Y'all know flies are spies, right? This could be, now I feel like somebody's waiting for you to catch on. Like, oh, did Libra finally get it? Did Libra get it? No, Libra's had it. They're now preparing to address said issue, whether it's with self, other people, both. Libra's had it. They were just giving you more credit. Don't think you're getting away with something. Don't think that, oh, it took Libra this long. That's just because Libra had that much faith in you, because they see something in you that's not fucking there. It is there. Sorry, my shadow. It is there. But you are choosing not to access it and just leave it dormant. And it's really hurting everybody. You're feeding into entities that you say you don't believe in. I feel like I'm doing a personal reading for somebody. Yeah, you care deeply. They can't all make the cut, you know? Tried talking to a couple people over the years, and my mom's always like, so, do we like them? Like, yeah, Mom, they're not going to make the cut. He's not going to make the cut. She's like, well, there'll be another one. And I'm like, sure, Mom. I'm sure there will be. How the universe is viewing you, you are good where you're at. You're good where you're at. You're also very abundant. So whatever this last little bit of is that we are discarding in some way, you're doing it with peace. You're doing it with love in your heart. I'm hearing a lot of understanding too. Libra. Okay, so I had a moment yesterday. I've maybe been a little bit too vocal about my situation, but people ask me for updates and stuff, so I do try to every now and then mention it. My youngest that's on the spectrum, it's just me. The rest of his family, on his father's side, they don't have anything. I haven't heard peeps in years. Heard a peep in years. And I was just talking with somebody that's actually in communication with them yesterday. And they were telling me that there was 2 people in the family that want to reach out. And I'm like, yeah, well, I've waited around long enough. It's not like I blocked their phone numbers. I don't have them blocked on social media. Like, there's plenty of ways for them to reach out. I'm still living at the same fucking house. They all know where I live. Like, if they wanted to be a part of his life, they would. They would. Because I've always had the open door policy. If you want to be here, the door is open. If you don't, the door is open when you do. Like, period. I'm not going to force somebody to be around because, like, I've tried that and whoo, never again. No stars, okay? 0 out of 10 on that. But it's just, I feel like you're going through a similar situation where there's a lot of words, but where are the fucking actions? It's all words until somebody actually makes a wave, does something, takes action. Where are the fucking wands in this reading? The only wands are in your head, and what's in your head is the pain, the hurt, the torture. This is why you need someone right now. And in my experience, the people that hurt you are not the ones that can help you heal from it. Actually, being around them is making it so much harder to heal. Tell me I'm fucking lying. Ace of Swords. That right there tells me you agree. Yep, that's, yeah. About sums it up, right? It's all words until there's action. If you're not seeing action, don't be holding your breath. The proof is in the pudding. What is the goal here? I think that is the goal, is having these harsh truths with yourself. Because, like, especially for somebody that has a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy, a lot of space and room, and second chance after second chance after second chance, and you know how to be a piñata to their bat, okay? It's really hard to believe that at some point their arms are going to get tired and they'll drop the bat and just leave you alone. Independence. 10 toes down on top of it. This is pre-10 of Pentacles, which is legacy, jackpot, this is one step shy of that. 9-9 back to back. We also have 9 of Wands over here. The only wands on the board. 9-9-9. Wow. Okay. I see you. Shit. Ah, never mind. 7-7-7. That's another reoccurring thing in these readings is the sevens. Specifically in threes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Especially if you have multiple G's in your name. There's a reason for that. There's a couple of things. Your street name, especially if you've been there for a minute. Pay attention for G energy. It's making me think of energy, inner G, right? Like, hold on, there's something else going on here with this. I'm trying to get it. So sorry, that lawnmower is distraction enough, which makes sense. I knew there were going to be distractions in this reading because right as I started setting up, I get this phone call from an unknown number. I don't know what's been happening, but like I've been getting 2 to 3 random calls a day. I don't know the number. It's always my area code. It's never the same number though. And they never leave a voicemail. They never let it ring all the way through. I don't answer numbers I don't know. If it's someone here looking for a reading, they're going to email me. They're not going to just... Potential outcome is judgment. See, this is what it is. It's You went from recently Queen of Pentacles energy to now King of energy. King of Pentacles energy. So kingship is mastering the suit. Pentacles is a lot about that self-worth. It's about that familial connections. It's about your investments, which ones are actually wise and which ones maybe not so much. And making the physical changes that you need to. I feel like you are now seeing, even though it hurt, because things aren't exactly the way you thought they were. I'm sorry, JDS Tarot's posting, so I always read. One of them said this is better for you. That's interesting. Oh, I gotta keep going. So underneath the King of Pentacles, whoops, in order, was the Ace of Pentacles. Happens to be the one that he is. Something you need to keep to yourself. You have something new coming in. You 2, 3, 4, 5. JDS, I fucking love you. Post Libra though. We miss you. Anyways, never mind. I guess I got that covered, right? When school's back in session, I will absolutely have the time to get back to all 12 zodiacs and the daily and the phase 2 and the personals. Believe me, we'll be fine. For now though, like I said, you have something new coming in. You need to... The reason you know about people that aren't supposed to be around is because this is trying to come in, but it can't because that. Once you clear that, right, this, how the fuck is the divine supposed to bring you anything? You're not going to see it. The divine is waiting for the dust to settle, the fog to clear before they can safely bring you this. And it is going to shift. I feel like you're going to have, it's awakening. It's another awakening, but this one is like the payout was in the goal section. The 7 of Pentacles is working your work week and getting paid, your normal check, nothing new. The 9 is a bonus. Sometimes one you didn't expect, you didn't see coming, right? For someone like me, I guess that could look like a donation, a large donation come in that I wasn't expecting. It's definitely giving Tower moment energy. For a single parent, right? Because I was talking about that. Maybe you're finding something that you can apply for. You get approved like right away and you're like, what? How was that so easy? For others of you, there could be disability involved. I'm actually getting a work situation where they were putting you in risky situations knowingly, and all you can think of is the injury and how you're still trying to heal from that. So I feel like this big ass settlement, like there are friends around you that aren't your friends. You would be celebrating the settlement money with them, and you need to not, because they're not a part of this. And as I'm saying that, the lawnmower is literally right, like, it's in my yard now. I'm not upset. Somebody else is cutting my grass. I'm just noticing the distraction energy. Let that be a sign that, Libra, you're probably going to have some distraction energy come in too. I mean, look at that. And they're working. Are they working for you? It's going to scare the crap out of my cats, but it's also going to get rid of some of the stuff that Michigan, at least this area, has with the tall grass. Because where I am, it's like all sand. So we get ticks, we get fleas. So many fleas, it's annoying. We even get spiders. Like I've noticed in my yard, if the grass gets tall enough, spiders will just nest right there. And those are the fuckers that when they bite you, that shit hurts for like days. Sometimes it takes a whole week for it to go away. No fun. So this is spirit coming to clear your foundation. You just rest and relax. Do what you gotta do. But looking at things in a different way, because it's almost like you get some not so great news. I mean, it's not the worst news, but it's definitely not the best either. So you get some not so great news, and it kind of puts you in a position where you have to make some decisions here. Essentially, you are worried about at large how everyone is being affected here. I'm gonna need some of you Libras to be selfish, just a little, okay? You won't let yourself be selfish, but the thing is, you're hurting yourself by allowing people to be around you that have no business being around you. When you pass that 7 of Wands and you go to the 8 of Wands, it moves to the 9 if you're not careful. I'm also getting messages that were never sent, but you still somehow got your hands on them. You still somehow became aware. Don't hang around waiting for people's actions to change. You change what you need to change to the extent that you can so that you are in a safe environment. You will come out of this. What it is that you're going through, you will absolutely be coming out of. This is resurrection energy. This is a second calling. That's what I was channeling with the awakening. It's like another awakening, but it's really like another level up. Think of karma. Here's a good example. She's got all these rings, Saturn's rings. Those are the rings of karma, right? So like as it moves out, you've got one more level, lesson level, experiences. Once you learn, you move to the next, and then you learn that one and you move to the next, right? These are just different cycles that you're supposed to go through so that your soul can literally evolve. You learn these things, you evolve, you grow. Your frontal lobe is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and congratulations, you're not a pea brain, okay? Anyways, you have a lot to look forward to here, Libra. It's going to be weird, though. It's going to be weird. Some of you guys are going to realize you do something that you're like, no, I don't. Some of you guys are going to realize that someone you've been there for, it just doesn't have the ability to be there for you in that way. And I need you to think about, can you still have this person in your life, or is that going to be an end all for you, right? And no decision is right or wrong in that. I need you to know that too. This is a very, very judgment-free zone. If you decide that, well, it's okay if they don't have the capacity to help me in the way that I need because this person does. Also, in other situations, they are there for me in this way. So I'm just going to recognize that, sure, they weren't there for me, but that's not something they're necessarily comfortable with, or like that's just not them, right? Maybe I can just fill that void somewhere else, right? Like, so it doesn't always mean that somebody's a bad person. It just might mean that maybe they don't have that emotional capacity right now. Maybe they don't have the ability to step away from their family. Maybe they don't, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many reasons why people do and don't show up. Just make sure that when you are determining why someone is or isn't, in this case is not, showing up, see if it's a valid reason and something that you can be okay with, you know? And even if it is a valid reason, but you just can't be okay with it, then maybe some time apart is the best decision still. Except now it's for a different reason. Either way, you have to know the lesson so that you can move forward. You have to fully understand why something is happening before you get up in it. I just saw 3131 and then 3333. And now I smell fresh cut grass. Goodness. I'm going to leave it here. I hope this message helps who it needs to, how it needs to. Especially with all the additional messages that came from all the stuff going on as I was doing this. Some of it's a little distraction, okay? So be aware that there are going to be some distractions. But if you keep in mind, somebody did say there would be some distractions, you'll be fine. I'm talking a lot. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay beautiful.